Hello world, I am Nobu, the rooted one, proclaimer of liberty and free thought. If you are sick and tired of corrupt organizations that explain propaganda, falsify events, and fabricate stories, evil individuals drunk off power, wealth, and greed that attempt to politicize every segment of your livelihood, then this is the channel for you. No longer will we sit back as our rights are abused, as our children are brainwashed, and as the very foundations of all morality dissolves. The silent majority will be heard. Let us begin.
What's up, collective? I hope you're feeling as great as I am. If you are, hit that subscribe button for me. Now, this video I bring to you today is about the first Indian female senator. My bad. It's about the first black female vice president. Who knows? Kamala Harris. She's a shapeshifter. Problem solved. Now, she had a debate last night with Mike Pence, which I feel torched that ass. Well done. Trump, take notes, because your Joe Biden debate was horrible. Clown shit. Other countries were laughing at us. And you can do much better than that. You debated against Hillary Clinton. These are losers compared to that. They don't even have a mind of their own. She's greater competition. She's the one that gave these Democrats any sort of hope. So get it together, man. You're still the president of the United States. Your country needs you. So Kamala Harris knew she lost and that she couldn't measure up to the hype. So she did what all modern women do when they don't have talent or skills. Blame the patriarchy. Blame the patriarchy. When any man with a brain knows damn well the society we are now living in is a hidden matriarchy. And if you ever done even a little bit of research, just a little bit, then you know that humanity has been ran by a matriarchy way longer than a patriarchy. Much longer. So she blamed the men. She blamed Mike Pence, the man. It's the misogyny. It's the sexism. Women cannot take accountability for anything. Anything. They will blame anything for their losses. They cannot admit to a loss. They will look for anything to blame, including children. Including children. Women cannot hold accountability for anything in life. Responsibility is kryptonite to them. They're allergic to that shit. They're allergic to that shit. So, because of this, and because it was so pathetic, what Joe Biden and these Democrats tried to do was use her gender and her race to their advantage in order to try to garner more votes. I know, right? That pathetic. That pathetic. They know they didn't stand that much of a chance. And they used it to the point that they keep switching her fucking race. She can't even remain one race for an entire year. And with that said, I'm gonna prove it to you. This is by Business Insider. California's Kamala Harris becomes first Indian American U.S. Senator. I thought she was the first black female vice president candidate. Which one is it? This bitch out here shape-shifting in this hole. Don't be surprised if she's Asian next year. This shit is getting pathetic, man. These Democrats know they don't stand a chance to that extent. I'm not even political. I'm 27. I have never voted in my life. It never made a difference to me. That's my opinion. You can vote for whoever you like. But I'm not even political. I'm not Republican or Democrat. I just study history and not research, man. So I know who's been pulling the strings. They're highly compromised. Highly compromised. Yes, it's all wings that's inside of the deep state, sheep state. But the Democrats, they're highly compromised right now. They've been running them for a long time. Hand up their ass like a hand puppet. So, okay. First Indian American U.S. Senator. All right, let's look at this next article. This is by CNN. More than a half a century before Kamala Harris ran for vice president, this black woman did. So she's a black woman now? That looks like a black woman to you? Come on, man. We gotta stop letting the racially ambiguous people claim us when they feel like it. When it's beneficial to them. This ain't a fashion trend. You can't just claim black when you feel like it. Come on, man. So not only did we prove that this first black woman shit is a hoax, she wasn't even the first black woman either way. Even if she was a black woman. A woman named Kamala Bates was the first one. So let's look into the video, man.
Kamala Harris speaks passionately of her heritage.
You know, my mother and father, they came from opposite sides of the world to arrive in America. One from India and the other from Jamaica.
A daughter shaped by the world.
My grandparents were phenomenal. We would go back to India like every other year.
Her grandfather, an accomplished diplomat.
Look how her parents look, man. Not a hint of black. My dad from Jamaica. Jamaica is a location, not a race. You sound about as stupid as the people that call themselves Mexican as a race. Come on, man. Stop claiming nationalities as your race. Know your ethnicity. Where you are born is not your race. Stop it.
Diplomat. A young Kamala Harris would walk the beach with him and his buddies.
They would talk about the importance of fighting for democracy and the importance of fighting for civil rights and that people would be treated equally regardless of where they were born or the circumstances of their birth.
Values Kamala's mother, Shyamala Gopalan, embraced and her parents indulged. Her brother, Harris's uncle, awed by her drive.
Can you imagine 1959? A 19-year-old girl who has done home science in BA in a lady in college, going to a PhD program in biochemistry in University of California at Berkeley, all by herself.
She met Kamala's father, Donald Harris, an economics student, together becoming civil rights activists and marrying. They had 2 girls, Kamala, then Maya, divorcing when Kamala was 7. Those early years spending time with Jamaican grandparents too. Her father, well regarded in Jamaica.
Professor Harris is a very urbane, thoughtful, calm person.
Although Ambassador Bernal never met his friend's daughters, he's sure they benefited from his country's qualities.
It is this quality of self-confidence
whoever that is, she look more black than she do. I don't know if that's her sister. She kind of looks similar to her, but she look more black than she do.
And I'm sure that the children would have imbibed some of that from a Jamaican, born in Jamaica.
But it was her mother who would raise her and influence her the most.
She was a brown woman. She was a woman with a heavy accent. She was a woman who many times people would overlook her or not take her seriously, or because of her accent, assume things about her intelligence. Now, every time my mother proved them wrong.
Like mother, like daughter, a trailblazer, and maybe all the way to the White House.
How can you smile like that after putting so many people in prison? Literally targeting a race and putting them in prison. Some for the most petty shit. Democrat.
House. Nick Robertson, CNN, London.
How do I register to vote?
I think I'm already registered. You'll be safe, right?
Go out and vote.
Oh, that was the end of it. Okay. Now, this is going along with the next part of our argument of why she lost was because she didn't have as much as talk time. Yeah, for real. I'm dead ass serious. People are trying to go along with, oh, she didn't have enough talk time. Well, let's get into the talk time. 2020 vice presidential debate. Here's who has talked the most so far. About an hour into tonight's debate, Vice President Mike Pence leads in speaking time with more than 28 minutes, maintaining about a 90-second lead ahead of Senator Kamala Harris. Right here. So 90 seconds. 90 seconds is how much more talk time Mike Pence had. Get the fuck out of here. Oh, if Kamala only had 90 more seconds, she would have destroyed him. Get the fuck out of here. This shit is pathetic, man. So we just established that she lost. We just established that she's a shapeshifter. And we just established that she's a bitter feminist that wants to blame patriarchy when it seems fit. Women cannot take accountability for shit. Anytime they take a loss, anytime they're disgruntled, anytime they're in a position that they don't favor, they gonna mansplain, mansplaining. That's what you do. Talking about some mansplaining. Y'all mansplain, Stop mansplaining. Take your loss like a fucking human being, like a grown-up. But see, only people with honor and self-respect can admit to their losses. With that said, peace and love to the collective. Remain rooted. And thank you for watching the video.